Hello and welcome to Gina Moon. This is your new timeline reading for this week. Before we jump in, just know that this reading is sponsored by Psychic Source, and I'll tell you all about the amazing offer they have for you at the end of the reading. If you would like to watch the link to the extended, you can find the link to the extended down in the description box below. You can also find it in the first comment that I've pinned down below as well. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the entire reading, the entire situation. We go into the other person's energies, we clarify each position, and that's where all the details come through. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find a link to my personal readings right below the extended in the same place. Without further ado, let's jump right in. But before we do that, quick disclaimer: if you are here, that means that your soul is asking for depth. Whether you and your third dimensional body is ready for that depth, you're soon to find out. What you will not find on this channel, however, is, one of those drive-through type readings that slap a smile on your face and hand you a little happy meal. Thank you, come again. No, I'm a deep reader, and this channel is vibrating at a very high frequency, and that's intentional. It is by design. These readings aren't just readings, they are portals, and these portals can sometimes unsettle you. Other times they can liberate you. They can make you more aware, but they can also expand you and your consciousness. What I can assure you is that they will make you think, and a lot of times they will make you feel. All right, let's tune in. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. Let's tune into your vibe, to your frequency, to see what your dominant energy here is. All right. Whoa, okay. Interesting. If you see the number 333, the number 3, that is all about communication. Communication, remember, it's a two-way thing. It's not just about talking and being heard. It's also about listening. Listening to what people are telling you. Listening to the unspoken words behind the words, the meaning, the intentions, right? And this is also about you stepping out of your comfort zone. This is going to be a very important time for you to really think outside the box, get creative with the process, get creative with your life, get creative with a situation that might be perplexing you at the moment. It's all about doing something differently, right? Stepping out of that comfort zone of yours. Now, you do have here partnerships and alliances. Wow, lovely. So in this image, there's two hands that are kind of shaking, but more than shaking, right? I mean, they're kind of really, going a little beyond shaking hands. A pact, in a sense. Like a very deep type of pact between those two hands. This can be, of course, alliances, some kind of a new alliance coming into your life, or whether it's already in your life. We will see. But partnerships and alliances, this means that there is something here that you might want to do alone, but this is saying there's going to be people around you, one particular association that can help you. It's an alliance, right? They're on your team. They're on your side. Now, let's put this one on the side. Let me know in the comments below if that's already resonating for you. But this also has to do with balancing out the masculine and the feminine energies, because as you can see, one flag there is blue and the other one is pink. That's the representation of two polarities coming together, the masculine and the feminine energy. Sometimes in situations in life and relationships, whether it's your relationship with a loved one, romantic, or whether it's a business situation, family member, friend, whatever type of situation, partnership this is, you take the reading how it resonates. But sometimes you bring in one thing, right? You might be bringing in the rational aspects of the relationship. And you may not be sure, but that other alliance coming in, partnership, can bring in the creativity You bounce ideas off of each other, right? So whether, again, this is a love situation, career, family, finances, friends, you take the reading how it resonates for you. For most of you, it will be love because that's just what comes up the most. But again, you take it how it resonates. And remember that you can reverse the roles. I have a lot of cross watchers here. Welcome. So you can reverse the roles, but I will still read the energies how I see them fit. Let's go ahead and tune in to your energies a little deeper so that we can go into each position. And as I shuffle the cards, calibrating to your frequency at this moment, tuning into your vibration, make sure that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, comment down below letting me know how these readings all resonate for you. Some of you have mentioned that you're not getting the notifications. Make sure that the little bell turns black, double click it until it turns black, and the little check mark should be on all. Okay, that should help. I hope that helps. All right, and also make sure that if you do enjoy the reading, give the video a thumbs up, because when you like the video, you give it a thumbs up, you really help support me and you help support the channel. All right, let's see what's going on here for you. Okay, calibrated. This is your energy, your vibration. Okay. Not bad. Okay, well, I spoke too soon, but it's not that it's bad. It's a little of a challenge, but I can see that that alliance is going to play a role here in your reading, right? That's why you're getting an alliance. It's like the universe is coming in to help you. You could be dealing with the sign of Leo for some of you. Doesn't have to be, could be any of the signs. I see also the sign of Aquarius or Gemini, Capricorn. What else do we have here? Whatever other sign of the zodiac, does not necessarily have to be any of these. But let's put this alliance one over here to take a look at it more deeply, to tune in, because I see that that is definitely a big player here. Now, I see that there's a certain situation. Remember that these energies either are already happening or will be happening. But I do see that this is something where it will be necessary for you to tap into your courage. This is strength, right? But again, look at that. There's two energies in this card. And interestingly enough, it is a feminine energy and a masculine energy. It's more so of a creative, wild energy and a more rational and practical one. What this means is that whoever this alliance is in your life, whether they're already in here or they're soon to come in, you may brush it off because there's a lot of differences between you, right? They might be a little bit too of the opposite of you, in whatever sense that is. Perhaps they're a little bit too sensitive for you. Perhaps they're a little bit too, creative, or, maybe the opposite, where it's too restricting, right? If you want more freedom. But difference is there. However, what you're not seeing yet, maybe you're starting to see this, is that those differences are actually what make this bond even stronger, right? Because if you had another person in your life, an energy there that thought exactly like you, did everything exactly like you, who would answer those questions that you need answers to, right? Whether this is a project, a relationship, love, career, family, finances, friends, a project you're working on, whatever this is, we're going to see how this is playing a role. But I see that right now for a lot of you, you are being challenged by a situation that held a lot of importance for you. For some of you, this can be or could be something related to something that you are emotionally attached to, or someone that you're emotionally attached to, right? Whether a loved one, romance, career, person, friend. You can even have emotional attachments to things, places, projects, right? Situations, ideas. But for most of you, it will be a person, a relationship, a connection, the happy family, the happy home. But right now, there's a little bit of a challenge there because there's a disconnect. We're going to see. This outside energy right here that you're dealing with or soon to deal with, they're coming through as kind of not really amounting to much in your life. It's almost as if you thought that they were supposed to help you in some kind of way, and you're kind of doing it you're doing everything on your own, right? Something here was supposed to grow already. Something here was supposed to manifest already, and it's not growing. Whether this is love, whether this is money, a business, career, an idea. But I'm sensing also that it's a little bit challenging for whoever this outside energy is to still kind of give up on whatever this is. We're going to see. I see that you have more so of an emotional attachment to whatever this is that you want to build or are building than them. Okay? But I still see that there's a little bit of kind of sadness from their part right now. Either you've said something, or they're also kind of sensing maybe this is not really going to grow. We're going to see. We're going to clarify. But I'm also seeing here that in the recent past, again, the number 3. This could be related to a third party situation. Remember, don't get triggered right away. Third parties, of course, they can be lovers if this is romance, but it can be literally anything other than that. Third party can be a lawyer, a family member, a friend, right? A coworker, a new ally even. But in the recent past, I see that you went into something because it was fun. You were like, oh yeah, let's give it a go. This is fun, right? And I feel that things took off very quickly. This outside energy in the recent past, there was a lot of passion there. There was fast forward moving energy to the point where you didn't even have time to think about anything. Neither did they. It was just kind of like moving, flowing. Everything was, having fun. We're going to see how this is playing a role, because right here, right now, I see that things are changing for you. Whether this is already happening or about to happen, but there's kind of a vibe coming from you where you're almost a little bit hesitant to say yes to an invitation, or to say yes to something new that's coming towards you that you're literally manifesting. Some of you guys are tired because you feel that the universe has been testing you throughout the past few months. And this offer, this alliance, this new situation, and this little guy came through in your previous readings as well. I feel like there's a story here that's been unfolding for you. If you want to watch the links to those readings, I've linked them down below, the description and also the first comment that I pinned. But the reason why I mention that is because if those of you guys who've been watching these readings, if you remember this one, this was an interesting reading. This one here, it kind of threw off a lot of you because it's an energy there that has been circling you. But yet, some of you are still not giving this invitation, person, place, manifestation the attention that it so rightly deserves. because it's something here that, again, you've been wanting, you've been manifesting. Right now, you're focused on all the times that things went wrong in your life, the previous months when, there was a lot of chaos and conflict. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you may be thinking this is too good to be true. No, that's not for me, right? But it's there. It's right in front of you. I feel like it's been circling your field. Now, this outside energy, yeah, again, they're watching you. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. But I do also see that there's a little bit of hesitancy on their side. And again, similar energies coming through from your previous readings. It's like the story has been unfolding. And I'm seeing that this outside energy hasn't fully stepped in. And part of the reason why is because your vibration could potentially be communicating, stay away from me. I'm not interested, right? I feel that this is, for a lot of you, a new energy. It's something or someone here that wants to get to know you. They want to offer you something. And I feel like they've even been observing you from afar. Even like, trying to find out more information about you. Are you single? Are you, if this is romance, right? If this is anything other than romance, they're asking people around you, hey, do you know about that person and, the project that they're working on, right? Whether it's career. Of course, this could be anybody else, any other outside energy. But I'm sensing here that they're a little bit kind of like hesitant to fully step in, right? They're kind of like having one foot in and one foot out of the situation. And again, it's like that cup is not coming directly towards you. It's kind of just circling around you. We're going to clarify, because what I'm sensing here is that this has to do with this partnership and alliance, right? But because some of you guys, if you already know who this is, you might be thinking that person's just too different than me. No, we're not, it's not going to work, right? It's not, if this is a project, you're like, oh, no. Yeah, they just want everything. They think in black and white terms, and I want to get more creative with the project. I want to add more color, right? Whatever it is for you. If this is a relationship, love, romance, you could be thinking to yourself, no, that person's just too sensitive. I just, if I say something and I'm too forward with them, they might just get their feelings hurt. Things like that. We will see. Because the near future, I'm not liking this for you. I see that in the near future, you're coming through heartbroken. You're coming through as something didn't work out. Yes, for some of you, this could be a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be, whatever else it is. It can just be a heartbreak, right? And for you, more so than pain and heartbreak in the near future, I'm seeing more so of the shattering of an illusion, the shattering of a dream. Because sometimes the thing that is done to you, or the thing that happened that caused some kind of rupture, a disconnect, is not always the thing that mostly hurts. A lot of times it's the illusion that you had built about that person's situation and where you saw it going. And I feel that some of you guys are holding on to some kind of an illusion with either another person that you've already known, that you already know, and that's why you're not paying attention to this one, right here, right now. And in the near future, I see that there's an outside energy coming through as offering you something, right? Wanting to plant that seed of potential, plant that seed of a new beginning. Now, this can go one of two ways, right? For some of you, it's interesting because either you expected more out of a situation, and then when you saw how little that offer was, or is going to be in the near future, because this hasn't happened yet, this is near future, you might just be like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Right? Now, it's interesting because whoever it is that you are dealing with right now, there's something that's not growing. It's not growing. It's not going anywhere. And yet you still kind of are holding on to it because of there's, an emotional attachment to it, or it could just be familiarity, right? You know it. And so that's what you're sticking with in a sense. But I cannot unsee partnerships and alliances. There's an alliance here that I feel is coming in as a catalyst. And it's almost as if you're not allowing this to unfold in the way that you've been trying to manifest it, right? Because it's kind of like this is a potential of your future self that you don't yet recognize. And by you trying to stick with your old ways of doing things, remember, this is also saying step out of your comfort zone. Your future self is coming in and saying, are you sure? Because in the near future, I don't see you happy if you stick to the old tried, true, and tested ways. Because what I'm seeing here is that you're no longer being tested right now. This here is the real deal. This is the real deal. This is sort of like your soul. Already tired of tests, of the universe testing you. And right now, I feel that your soul is done rehearsing. It's almost as if your soul is calling in this alliance to help you, to help the third dimensional you, right? But you're not seeing it. And if you are, you may be rejecting it. And right underneath this one, look at that. The Lovers. If this is romance, love, it doesn't have to be. It could be any other kind of partnership. Family, friends, right? A new person in your life. But if this is romance, there's an angel above bringing the two of you together. Again, polarities, masculine and feminine energies. This person situation is here to balance out your energies, right? And I feel that unknowingly, look at this. My goodness. You are manifesting. I'm telling you, this is not a test anymore. You're not being tested anymore. This is the real deal. Your soul is done with tests, with the rehearsal. This is you now stepping onto the stage like the magician and putting on your show, right? Creating something real. I feel that whatever you've been caught up with that's not growing, that was a little bit of a rehearsal. But the universe is coming in and saying, you are ready. Are you scared now? Is it fear that's holding you back? Like, oh my gosh, it's actually here. What am I going to do now? Right? Because in your monthly reading, which has already been posted, you can check it out below, there's something that you've already got. It's like you've been trying to get it. You were trying to figure it out. You were chasing it. But you've got it. It's literally in front of you, your manifestation. And the magician here, it's like you're tapping into this new system of abundance, a new system of manifestation. And it's new, it's different. I feel that that's what's throwing you off as well. Because it's no longer through scarcity or extraction or chasing or the survival mechanisms. No. This is not about survival anymore. This is about you learning how to thrive in this opportunity. Again, this could be love, career, family, finances, friends, whatever it is, but it's something here that is literally meant for you. And looking at these two together, you definitely are manifesting this. This is something here that you've manifested. But I feel that there's a part of you that's a little scattered. See, because you're focused on all of these other cups that are here that are not working for you. They're far away from you. They're not near you like this one is. And it's almost as if some of you guys are so familiar with the scattered energy, bouncing off the walls, right? Survival energy, that this one that's already here, it's like effortless. Like you don't even have to go towards it. It's literally coming towards you. You may not perceive it as something good enough, or real, because it doesn't require much effort. You don't have to go after it and chase it. Let's see, because I'm sensing here that whoever this energy is that you are dealing with, that's already kind of like a disconnect. It's not growing. There's some kind of a promise that they made to you, or the illusion of it, that's keeping you stuck there, right? And I'm getting a sense that they could be backing out soon. And if you're still holding on to that, that's what this represents. Them backing out when you thought that they were going to keep going with this, right? And it's like all that they're offering you is something small, when right now the universe is saying you can literally have it all. Let's go and clarify, because I'm sensing that this alliance is some kind of a catalyst in your life that you've asked for. But looking at that heartbreak on this side, I feel that there's something shifting within the dynamic, within the connection, that you either are picking up on, or you're still giving it your attention in some kind of way, your loyalty in some kind of way. But it's almost as if you've been trying to numb yourself for what you actually really do desire, right? Because it's almost as if the ache is from trying to fill a void, right? With external things, or this person, or a situation that's not really fulfilling you and never will. And this is kind of like the heartbreak of an unlived dream, of an unlived life with this person, in the situation, that kind of vibe, you know? Let's see. Of course. I see that for a lot of you, you will have to make a decision. And I see that there is a union that is coming together. Soulmates. Wow. And again, it's like the catalyst of taking yourself out of the karmic cycle that you've been living out in a job, in a career, in a relationship with a person that, or where nothing is really growing. And I see here that this is part of some kind of lesson, right? It's some kind of lesson here, but at the same time, it is a wake-up call. And what I'm also seeing here is that for some of you, there can potentially be a reconciliation. Something or someone that you brushed off may be the catalyst for this situation to finally manifest into whatever it is that you want. Because the fact that partnership and alliances is coming through is an indication that you want to do it alone, but this is saying it's better in union. But with the 3 there, it's almost as if a lot of you are going to have to make a decision between either a current person, a past person, and the future. And I feel like these are all mirrors. All of these energies, the past, present, future, partnerships, people, person, it's almost as if they all carry a part of your journey, right? Like if you're unwilling to let go of that old relationship, connection, job, career, it's because that's a part of you that made you who you now are. And this current situation here, it's also part of who you are right now. And then the near future, right? The one that's kind of circling around you, that's the one that you don't recognize. That's the one that is supposed to bring in some kind of, bottom of the deck, stability. And what's interesting is that, again, I keep referring to your previous readings because it's like the energy is unfolding. You've been kind of like trying to catch your breath throughout the past few months, the past few readings, right? Like trying to catch it, trying to get something, trying to figure it out, chasing it. But there's nothing to chase here anymore. This is a very stable energy. Whether it's a person here bringing in stability to your life, grounding you, right? Instead of making you feel like you're going crazy, because I feel like to you, it's a little bit unfamiliar. It's a little bit of an unfamiliar energy. And I feel like this energy is coming in to teach you structure, to inspire structure, because this is literally the future version of you too. There could be a lot of money coming in, a lot of abundance. There could be commitment, marriage, that heads to marriage, right? Something there that can finally ground your energy. Because this one here, it's reminding me of like a squirrel. I once knew a squirrel. And put yourself in my shoes, right? For a bit. It's like a little cute squirrel that comes to your door and, they do the little thing like asking for food. And they're so cute. How could you say no? So you feed them. You give them a few nuts, right? And you feel like you guys are building a bond, right? Something there is growing. You're building a relationship, connection, a bond. And they keep coming every day, every morning. But then they start chewing your cords. They start chewing up all of the fruit on your tree. Making it messy. But still, they're nice. They're kind. They're sweet. How could you, stop giving them nuts? And I feel like this is similar to this situation. It's not that there's any malice. I haven't picked up on any malice from this energy. But there's nothing real that's growing, and it's almost as if it's keeping you stuck in a situation where instead of you focusing in on something else, now you have to focus in on the distractions that they're creating, right? The cords that are being chewed up. All of the fruit that they're eating on your tree. Maybe they're even, who knows, marking their territory outside your door. And so this is requiring some kind of boundary on your side that I feel that a lot of you have not yet created, because again, they're not coming through as malicious, but they're coming through as they entangle you in some kind of chaos, right? And if the chaos still feels so familiar, this new one that's literally effortlessly coming towards you, you don't have to do anything to go towards it. You don't have to give it a nut so it comes towards you, right? It's just a different vibe. It's like you don't recognize it. But I feel that this is more so of a learning curve for you as well, because it's all about you anchoring your energy, right? It's almost as if there's something here saying this is requiring of you to realize that what you want cannot be had in the same frequency and vibration of what you've had before, right? It's kind of like breathing. It's like the breath, because I'm sensing that you definitely are. We saw the magician earlier. You're tapping into a new system of abundance. Abundance for love, abundance for money, abundance for wealth that no longer requires tiring effort, bouncing off the walls, rushing around, chasing, surviving. It's all about your breath. It's something more more coherent, right? This is like coherence here. The representation of two souls, two people coming into full alignment. There's no chasing, there's no efforting, there's no trying to prove yourself. It just is. It just flows into your life. That it's almost scary. I feel like for some of you, it's almost scary. And I'm sensing here that this is something that is coming through as not a test, but more so as like your first day on stage. You're no longer rehearsing this anymore. But it's kind of like you're afraid to go on the stage. You're afraid to, or you're just kind of still attached with that other thing, person, situation, job, career, love relationship, whatever it is that's creating distractions for you, right? But it's almost as if the universe doesn't want you to carry the vision alone. Partnership and alliances. This is saying you need to learn how to catch your breath, is what I'm hearing. I'm getting the sense here where if you feel the sense of rushing around, stop for a minute and notice how you are breathing. If you're breathing heavily, like rushing around, that means that that's not in alignment with you. Because now this new version of you doesn't require you to be out of breath. It's coming towards you. You don't have to run towards it anymore, right? Again, abundance in whatever it is that you want. If you want a more, who knows, maybe you want a more fit body, as an example. It no longer requires you to do these intense workouts. There's a new way. Of course, you're still going to work out because if you enjoy it, right, great. Also with regards to relationships. The good one's not going to rattle your nervous system, is what this is saying, right? Soulmate union, soulmate connection. I feel that some of you guys need to decide between what attracts you because you know it and what is good for you, right? And that's what you don't yet know. That's your alliance. That's a person here, a partnership that wants to help you. Because let's clarify this outside energy before we move into the extended. Because this is already, we're getting very deep into this, and I feel like this is one of those that we're just scratching on the surface right now. So let's see. Right. So this outside energy that you are dealing with, have been dealing with, there's a sense of groundedness that they provide, but it's still a challenge, meaning it's not fully there. It's just a familiar remembrance of it that makes you think that it is grounding you in some kind of way. But at the same time, it's giving you anxiety, right? They're giving you anxiety, sleepless nights. Again, that chaos energy that you so recognize. It's almost as if you don't recognize this new one because it doesn't make you feel like this, right? If it's not earned, then it's not right. It's not for you, right? Because society has taught you you have to earn it in order to deserve it. But this one is the opposite. There's no earning. Like it's just there. Your frequency is already bringing it in with your breath, right? Those moments when you are not panting, you're not out of breath. That's when it comes in. And I feel like when you go back into chaos, it kind of goes back out. You know, it's like circling you, but it's almost as if it's waiting for you to finally just accept it. Okay, this is the new me. This is the new manifestation. This is really what I want, because I see that you're not feeling fulfilled. I feel like for this outside energy, you are fulfilling them on some level. And there could be a tendency there where it's like the squirrel, right? You feed the squirrel, so therefore they're fulfilled because you're feeding them nuts, but they're making you go nuts, right? Because now you have all these other distractions that it's like a part of what they bring to your life. Make sense? This is very deep. We're gonna go even deeper, but I do feel like something is definitely shifting here. For some of you, it could be the addiction to the pleasure that has brought you, you know, where you're numbing your own potential. This is your potential. You're numbing it, because I see that if you stick with the one that you already know, you're not going to like it. Your future self is coming in to warn you, right? And to kind of like remind you as well. Because if something here is not growing, it hasn't been growing, isn't that proof? Isn't that proof that this energy cannot match your growth, cannot match your new frequency? Even if they're no longer giving to the situation, and or they're kind of throwing in the towel in a sense, you know? It's proof that they cannot match your new leveling up. And I do see that there's a connection coming in, the Two of Cups earlier as well, right? And this other one is shifting. It's shifting. But it's almost as if you're trying to make sense of this new one, this one that you already have as well. Because I feel that for a lot of you, there's definitely like a timeline split. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. See, I told you. It's like you're fighting for something that used to be because you've known it, right? You're like adamant, like, nope. That's what you know, that's what you want. And for others, it's kind of like you want to keep trying hard. You want to keep efforting. You know, it's almost subconscious or unconscious. But look at that. That's going to lead to regret. Because this can be a missed opportunity. I'm telling you right now, right here, right now, you are manifesting. This is the real deal. Now let's go ahead and move into the extended. Before we do that, we're going to get one of these. But before we go there, you know, just to kind of wrap it up a bit, I feel that someone here is about to exit a timeline, right? I'm sensing that someone here who promised you something to help you or to be there for you in some kind of way, I see them kind of stepping back. You know? I don't see them fully going through with it. And what I'm picking up on is, what if the lack of growth in this is your sign of initiation instead of you being sad? This is the near future though, right? This is the potential near future, which this is kind of saving you. But what if this is the detour? And that's protection, right? God's rejection is God's protection, isn't it? But at the same time, what happens when you stop needing the proof? The proof to you has been the effort. The proof to you has been, you've got to earn it to value it. But what happens when that's gone? Right? This could be self-sabotage as well. And that's where it gets a little complicated, because it makes sense that a lot of you guys are a little confused or will be confused if this hasn't happened yet. But I do know that this is leading you somewhere new. Okay? And it's something here that you've been wanting. You've been manifesting, but it's like you're not allowing yourself to have it. And it requires some kind of different type of focus. It requires coherence. It requires presence. Interesting. This is very similar to this one. It says here, weirdos, you make me feel comfortable in my skin. I can be myself when I am with you. You know, I'm getting that whoever this is, whatever this is, a job, career, a relationship, family member, friend, there's a vibe there where you have to mold yourself to fit into their world. You have to mold yourself in such a way in order for that to even kind of move a little bit, right? Whereas with this new one, the weirdness within you that they don't understand, the differences within you that they don't even acknowledge, this one values, right? Because you make me feel comfortable in my skin. I can be myself when I'm with you. I feel like this one here, it feels so you, right? You feel like it's just you, right? Comfortable in your own skin. That's what's kind of throwing you off. It's throwing you off. The fact that you don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to mold yourself. You can just be you. You don't have to chase. You don't have to prove. You could just sit there. Be yourself. And it'll come to you. right? And see, these two are people, but they're wearing a mask, like a Halloween mask. That one's wearing a dinosaur mask. This one's wearing a horse mask. And they're being weirdos with each other. Like, you guys understand each other at a level where this other outside energy, career, person, place, job, opportunity, whatever it is, would never be able to match. Right? You would have to continue to lower your standards to match their frequency. If you want them to stay a part of your journey, in a sense, right? We're going to go into the extended because I do see that something is shifting. Okay? Something is shifting. For sure, a connection is shifting, a new pathway forward, a manifestation's coming in for you as well. But you know what? I'm also sensing that the timing around it is what you don't see coming. For some of you, this is already in your life, but the timing aspect of it is what I'm saying. This is no longer a test. This is the real deal, right? And it can become a missed opportunity. So in the extended, we're going to dive deeper into the situation, into this other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how the situation is all going to turn out and unfold for you, what will be the final result, and we will end the reading with any messages from Spirit. So if you want to check that out, the link to the extended is down in the description box below. You can also find it in the first comment that I've pinned down below as well. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can find the link right below the extended, same place. Also, stay tuned because I do have an amazing offer for you guys from Psychic Source. You guys, it's truly an amazing offer. I'm not just saying that. Some of you guys have asked me which psychics do I recommend. I do recommend a few. One of them, her name is Pixie. She is amazing. Another one, her name is Zamara. You can see it on the screen here, their names. So again, if you want to check that out, stay tuned. That is up next. I'll tell you all about this offer. But for now, I'll see you in the extended. And I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Psychic Source. You guys, seriously, they've been around over 35 years, and they're one of the most trusted psychic services out there. Now, obviously, you guys all know that I do readings myself for all of you, but sometimes, honestly, it just really helps to get a different perspective from someone outside of my own energy when it comes to my personal things. And so I was really curious to know what they would tell me, and so I called them. I called one of their advisors just to get the clarity that I needed. And yeah, I was surprised to know that they gave me the confirmation and the clarity that I already kind of knew within me. What I love about their offer is that you can literally connect with as many advisors as you want during that time frame. You can either call them, message them, and read through all of the reviews to see which one you feel more comfortable with. Right now, they have an amazing offer for you, all of my loyal viewers. You get 40 minutes for only $19.80. That's literally like less than 20 bucks, you guys. Just click the link that's down in the description box below. I've also linked it in the first comment that you'll see down below as well. Or you can visit the direct website, trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Make sure that you spell my name correctly because that will be your code, Gina Moon. That's Gina with an E. Here's how to use your special offer code. Click on the direct link that's down in the description box below or visit www.trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Once you're on the Psychic Source website, click on Get a Reading. Then it'll take you to the offer page. The check mark should already be on the first offer, which is $19.80 for 30 minutes plus 10 free. That's your special offer. Then make sure it says in green letters below, promo code Gina Moon applied, no spaces. That should already be automatically applied for you. If it's not, you can go ahead and apply it. Then enter your email address, password, date of birth, answer the questions and check mark below if you'd like, then click on the red button, Proceed to Payment. Once you have an account, you can select to get a reading with any available advisor of your choice via phone, chat, video, and you can schedule your appointment for later as well. You can ask specific questions or things like, what are the key lessons I'm meant to learn in this lifetime? What areas of my life should I focus on at this moment for personal growth? What can you tell me about my current relationships, money, love, career, family? You can ask anything you want and get the answers revealed to you instantly. All right, that's it. Enjoy your special psychic source offer. Respect is non-negotiable. Red flags, those are warnings. You're not supposed to climb them. Who in the world told you that unconditional love means unconditional tolerance? To watch the full video, visit my new YouTube channel, Nova Sky Society. Link in description and pinned comment below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And remember to share this video with somebody who needs it, especially if you feel like it could help them. Watch your moon and Venus signs for love and emotions, your sun and rising ascendant sign for personal growth and alignment, also for career matters, and your Jupiter and Mars for action, purpose, and expansion. And to catch up on all of your readings for your zodiac sign, click on the left side to watch your zodiac playlist. Click on the video on the right side to watch your next reading. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.